Strait, a narrow passage of water connecting two seas. Navigating through the narrow strait requires high precision due to the strong currents. Verdict, a decision on a disputed issue in a civil or criminal case. The family waited in silence as the judge finally read the verdict to the crowded room. Cadets, young people being trained for military or police service. The young cadets showed remarkable discipline during their final graduation parade. Contestant, a person who takes part in a contest or competition. Every contestant on the show spent months preparing for the difficult trivia questions. Convicted, declared to be guilty of a criminal offense by a verdict. The convicted suspect was led away from the courtroom to begin his 10-year sentence. Accomplice, a person who helps another commit a crime. Police are searching for the accomplice who helped the primary suspect escape the scene. Offender, a person who commits an illegal act. The repeat offender was given a stricter punishment to discourage further illegal activity. Disgraceful, shockingly unacceptable, shameful. Using false information to damage someone's reputation is truly disgraceful behavior. Trafficker, a person who deals or trades in something illegal. The international human trafficker was finally captured after a year-long investigation. Correspondence, communication by exchanging letters or emails. I have kept all the formal correspondence regarding the purchase of my new vehicle. Emphatic, showing or giving emphasis, expressing something forcibly. The manager was emphatic that all safety protocols must be followed without exception. Congressional, relating to a national legislative body, Congress. The new environmental bill is currently waiting for congressional approval before becoming law. Truce, an agreement between enemies to stop fighting for a certain time. The temporary truce allowed humanitarian groups to deliver food and medicine to the city. Dishonorable, bringing shame or disgrace on someone or something. Breaking a formal agreement for personal gain is considered dishonorable in any profession. Unfettered, not confined or restricted. Scientific research requires unfettered access to data to reach accurate conclusions. Crude, raw, unrefined oil. A sudden decrease in crude oil production led to a sharp rise in gas prices worldwide. Dinghy, a small boat for recreation or with a larger vessel. We tied the dinghy to the dock and walked into the small seaside village for dinner. Categorically, in a way that is unambiguous and explicit, unconditionally. The company categorically denied the rumors that it was planning to move its headquarters. Unequivocally, in a way that leaves no doubt. The lab results proved unequivocally that the water supply was safe for the community. Anesthesiologist, a specialist in administering anesthesia. The anesthesiologist monitored the patient's vital signs throughout the entire operation. Alleged, claimed to be true but not yet proven. The alleged thief was captured by security cameras near the entrance of the store. Bashing, striking hard and violently. The waves were bashing against the rocks with incredible force during the storm. Jagged, with rough, sharp points protruding. Be careful when hiking near the jagged rocks, as they can easily cut through your boots. Bombshell, an unexpected and surprising event or piece of news. The news of the merger was a bombshell that surprised everyone in the industry. Sentencing, declaring the punishment for an offender. The judge scheduled the sentencing hearing for next Friday morning at the courthouse. Riveting, completely engrossing, compelling. The documentary provided a riveting look at the lives of astronauts living in space. Sympathizer, a person who agrees with or supports a cause. He was known as a political sympathizer who supported social reform movements. Slaughtering, killing in a violent or cruel way, often in large numbers. The historical book described the tragedy of the army slaughtering innocent civilians. Sprang, moved or jumped suddenly or rapidly. The cat sprang onto the windowsill the moment it saw a bird outside. Lunges, a sudden forward thrust of the body. The fencer lunges forward to score a point against his opponent. Harrowing, acutely distressing or painful. Surviving the mountain collapse was a harrowing experience for the group of explorers. Deputies, a person appointed to act as a substitute for another. The sheriff sent 2 deputies to investigate the suspicious vehicle parked by the lake. Hurdle, an obstacle or difficulty to be overcome. Finding enough funding is the biggest hurdle we face for this community project. Nausea, a feeling of sickness with an inclination to vomit. Traveling on a boat during a storm can cause severe nausea for many people. Vertigo, a sensation of spinning and loss of balance. Standing on the edge of the tall building gave him a sudden attack of vertigo. Disequilibrium, a loss or lack of equilibrium or stability. The sudden change in gravity caused a temporary disequilibrium for the astronauts. Eclipse, an obscurement of the light from one celestial body by another. Thousands of people gathered in Calgary to witness the rare solar eclipse last year. Censure, the expression of formal disapproval. The committee voted to censure the member for his unethical conduct during the meeting. Miraculous, like a miracle, occurring through divine or supernatural intervention. It was a miraculous rescue when the child was found safe after 3 days in the forest.